Today we shed light on a condition that affects millions of women and girls around the world, and we look back on the 8th staging of the JIS Heritage Competition. Thanks for joining us on Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson.
Mosquitoes can spread diseases such as dengue fever. Common symptoms of dengue include fever, severe headache, pain behind the eyes, muscle pain, joint pain, skin rash, nausea, and vomiting. If you feel you have dengue fever, visit your doctor or health center, rest, drink lots of fluids, use only paracetamol for pain. Do not take aspirin or other painkillers. Protect yourself from dengue and other mosquito-borne diseases. A message from the Ministry of Health.
March is observed as Endometriosis Month worldwide. The aim is to increase awareness about this condition, which affects approximately 176 million women and girls worldwide. Learn more next.
I was always so miserable during my period, for as long as I can remember. The pain was so severe. I remember not having an appetite, nauseous. It was difficult to stand. It felt like a monthly interruption of my life. It continued for years, an endless cycle of suffering. I had no idea what was wrong with me. Then I was diagnosed with endometriosis.
Endometriosis is a chronic, painful condition of women in their reproductive years. So the condition occurs when the tissue that is normally inside the womb, called the endometrium, gets on the outside. This organ here is the uterus, or the womb, and within it is the endometrium. This is the tissue that is normally shed each month when you have a menstrual flow or a period. And it behaves normally when it flows and you have a period. However, if this tissue flows backwards through the fallopian tube, the structure here, it can land on the ovary, this white structure here, and form endometriotic cysts called endometriomas. It can run down the back of the womb and form deposits here, which can cause pain. The most common symptoms are very painful periods. You may also have infertility and pain during intercourse. Now, if the endometriotic deposits end up in other places, for example, endometriosis has been found in almost every tissue in the body. So it can be in the eye, so rarely. You may have intermittent blindness. It can be in the lung, so you can have shortness of breath, symptoms of a collapsed lung. In the brain, you can have seizures. To diagnose endometriosis, we start with the history of the painful periods. For those patients, we'll ideally do an abdominal and a pelvic examination. The gold standard test is a surgical procedure called laparoscopy. That's where we use a camera, which is inserted in through just below the belly button or the umbilicus, and using powerful lighting sources and optics, we're able to look and examine the pelvis, and then we can see the endometriotic deposits.
My journey with endometriosis began about 7 to 8 years ago when I was trying to get pregnant and couldn't figure out why. Went to the doctor, and after doing several tests, he asked about endometriosis. I'd never heard of it. And he said, well, we do a non-invasive surgery, which is a laparoscopic. They go in through the navel.
By this, we use a camera, as I said, and we use a set of surgical instruments which allow us to enter the abdomen through very small incisions, and we're able to locate the deposits, and we try to excise them or remove them from the pelvis in its entirety.
So I did the surgery, and unfortunately I had what was called a spontaneous abortion. That didn't hold. Tried again a few months later, and I got pregnant. I went to about 5 months, and unfortunately the baby died in vitro. I have not been able to ever get pregnant again.
After making a diagnosis, the mainstay of treatment is going to be dependent on your stage of the disease. So there are medical treatments, so we can use painkillers, oral contraceptive pills, surgical techniques. If you are having debilitating pain, if you're missing school, if you're missing work, then that's not normal and you need to seek the appropriate help. There are specialists who are well trained, both in terms of picking up the symptoms and making the diagnosis and in terms of treatment. And the earlier you're treated, the better the outcome is likely to be.
I think every woman should get checked because we've grown up to hear that once you have a bad period, it's a norm. Unfortunately for those of us who have it, it's not the norm. I started following Shauna Fuller's story and finding out how she found out that she had it. And I offered my services. I said, I want to spread the word. I volunteered. They have a support group. I went there and met with others. And I also got involved in the march. If you find out you have it, join the Base Foundation. Be a support for somebody. There's nothing better than just that encouraging word. And just know that there's somebody out there who understands.
I can only encourage our women, if any of these symptoms seem to be occurring to you, seek appropriate help through your local obstetrician gynecologist and be referred to a specialist.
If I knew then what I know now, that it had a name, that I wasn't alone, now that you know, don't suffer in silence. Endometriosis affects 1 in every 10 woman and girl worldwide. In Jamaica, over 10,000 women are affected by the disease. Many are not aware that they have it.
The following is brought to you by MOCA, the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency with kind support of NIA and USAID.
Criminal minds think they are cunning. The major organized crime and anti-corruption agency have them running. Your friend a shout, come scam. Take time running, are we ready for the ops? Drive up on your block, step out now me black, cyber take about your laptop. Pull up every lock, no evidence a drop. We put it in a cuffs and now we have the underground. Sin you say scam, you better look out for. When you move corrupt, better look out for. Please say you get wet, look out for. Look out for, look out for. From you say scam, you better look out for. When you move corrupt, better look out for. Please say you get wet, look out for. Look out for, look out for.
The proceeding was brought to you by MOCA, the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency with the kind support of NIA and USAID.
The 8th staging of the JIS Heritage Competition celebrated both the creativity of our youth and the country's musical heritage, one that is fueled by the vitality, passion and insightfulness of the young among us. In the first part of the next feature, we meet all 13 finalists from primary, secondary and tertiary level institutions across the island.
An idea was born, one that would encourage and incorporate the ideas and the creativity of Jamaica's youth.
And since then, the Jamaica Information Service, JIS, has been amplifying the voices of a critical part of our populace, our present and future, our children.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the annual JIS Heritage Awards competition.
Our theme this year was Jamaica's music, the stage for growth and development.
The big moment is here. After weeks of preparation, drafts and redrafts, tuning and fine-tuning, you submitted your entries. We read the scripts, We were captivated by the artistry exhibited in the posters and photos and wondered who were the minds behind the pieces. And now we get to meet the faces behind the names. Welcome, students. You are the toast of today's celebrations. Congratulations to all of you. You have been asked to be here because you've done well. We have watched our winners go on to become top performers in other arenas, academic and otherwise. I feel like we are embarking on a journey into greatness with these students. So without further ado, I invite you to give yourselves a round of applause as we prepare to announce the winners in this year's Heritage competitions. Thank you.
I congratulate the Jamaica Information Service, led by Mrs. Donna Mariro, for the Heritage competition, which is now in its 8th year, and you all deserve a round of applause for having brought it to this point. I know it's playing an important role in engaging students to think about national issues, express these ideas about where we are as a people and what our heritage means to us and our national identity. Students of the 2018 competition were asked to write and create visual art pieces about Jamaican music. Being the stage of national development, and the topic is spot on. Jamaica has been punching away above our weight in terms of contributing to the global cultural economy. From Mento, Trenchtown Rockers, I congratulate you on your work. Ska, rocksteady, dub reggae, dancehall and fusion. Jamaican music has taken its place among the great music forms of the world, standing on its own merit and as an outstanding influence of other musical genres. And therefore, we have shown the world what we can do. The truth is that music has been a part of our redemption song, through which we claim our identity and free ourselves from the clutches of poverty. Our music was served as well and reflects our heritage, our resistance. Jamaicans are known across the world for saying precisely what we feel. We speak out loudly. We dance to our rhythm, even if it's the Gully Creeper at the Olympics. We don't play the world by our rules. In fact, we can say we have written our very own book of rules. And as the songwriter says, and I quote, "Common people like you and me will be builders for eternity. Each is given a bag of tools, a shapeless mass in the book of rules." But Jamaica must contend with the pros and cons of globalization. We must face the challenges of the large countries which continue to exploit intellectual property rights to their own benefits rather than ours. We have to be strategic and approach in our business approach to music, and it has to be done with a sense of purpose. We know where there are still so many rivers to cross, but we are Jamaicans and we can cross it. There's also the notion that our music might be losing its relevance and appeal. The outside of a few big names, the remainder of our artists are like big fish in a small Caribbean pond. I and we, by this competition, beg to differ. We beg to differ because we're doing big things here today. The mind is a terrible thing to waste, but the mind is a creative element that you have used to produce these posters, used to produce whatever it is that you're writing. And in that context, I congratulate the GIS.
Today we present awards to 8 essay contestants, 5 poster entrants, and 2 photo winners.
Gianni Willie,
Aliana Freeman.
Kayla Hewan,
We have Jordan Street.
Tiana Spence,
Kivane Wilson.
Janique Stoddart,
Omar Gordon. Mahalia Hewlett.
Nicaila Jones,
Curtis Clennon.
Robert Time,
Michaela Baker.
Deandra Calvert,
Yon Gordon.
And a big round of applause for all our awardees.
Do you have a loved one, friend, or client who passed away since 1998? The Electoral Office of Jamaica needs your help to update the voters list with information for these persons, government agencies, churches, insurance companies, hospitals, and funeral homes, and you, the public. We want you to provide us with the records to confirm the status of these persons. Call the EOJ at 888-991-VOTE or visit the nearest EOJ office. For more information, visit our website at ecj.com.jm.
For part 2, we draw closer to the reveal of the overall winners, but first, the sectional prizes.
Best entry in the 9-year-old category, Jordan Street.
In the 10-year-old category, for best entry, we have Aliana Freeman.
And Gianni Willie is the best entry in the 11-year-old category.
And our final best entry categories for the 12-year-old, Tiana Spence.
Best researched entry goes to Kayla Hewan.
The certificate for best use of language, Gianni Willie.
Most creative entry goes to Kivane Wilson.
The first judge's special award goes to Kivane Wilson.
Janique Stoddart.
And with the third judge's special award and final award in this category, Omar Gordon.
Best entry in the grade 79 graphics category, Michaela Jones.
With the best entry in grades 10 to 13, the illustrated category, Curtis Clennon.
Best entry, grades 10 to 13 graphics category, Mahela Hewlett.
Judge's special award in this category goes to Robert Time.
And finally on our list of certificate awardees for poster is Michaela Baker. The winners of our JIS Heritage Essay Competition.
And in third place we have Kayla Hewan. Through music, our culture is promoted overseas. It helps in nation building and is used for entertainment and relaxation. The infusion of music in our country is effective in most industries as it creates wealth and helps in our country's development and growth.
Out of St. Hugh's Preparatory School in Kingston, Aliana Freeman. Jamaican music is an integral part of our culture, from the chants of the slavery days to the songs of battle, leading to our emancipation. Jamaica's music is distinct. Essentially, Jamaica is known primarily for reggae music, and more recently, it's dancehall music. The music has contributed positively to our growth and development over the years by creating global awareness, boosting the gross domestic product, and emerging as the top Caribbean destination for visitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help us in just a small way to congratulate this year's winner, 3-time entrant, Gianni Willie.
From George Headley Primary School.
The popular song by Chronix, Smile For Me Jamaica, says it best. Chronix, a recent ambassador of our music, compliments the master Bob Marley, who declared internationally that when music hits you, that's right.
Third place contestant in the photo category, in the poster category, Michaela Jones.
There you go, there you go. This poster shows different musical instruments that are widely used in Jamaica over the years. There's a picture of the lion above the instruments showing the Ethiopian colors, which are also seen as the Rastafarian colors. Infused in this are photographs of Bob Marley and Caenwood Marley.
In second place,
Curtis Clennon. This poster depicts 4 ways in which Jamaica's music can be more fully exposed to growth and development. I believe if these 4 aspects could be more supervised, then our music would be more controlled, advertised, and beneficial to Jamaica's economy and allow for more true Jamaican artists to rise.
First place winner, the poster competition. Mahalia Hewlett from Arden Prep and Extension High School. Second place winner, Yon Gordon from Michael University College.
The potential possibilities of any child are the most intriguing and stimulating in all creation. Children are great imitators, so give them something great to imitate. Teach them the right attitude and skills. Evolution of our island music through a new generation. Rise it for me as we welcome our winner, first place winner, Deandra Calvert. The photo embraces Jamaica's music from mento to ska and popularly reggae. Its rich vibrations and rhythms continue to influence various music imprinted through the legendary Bob Marley and Millie Small with every pulsing beat.
I don't think there are any words to describe. It has helped me to boost my confidence and also to write better in communication.
I don't know if you saw my reaction. Yeah, I feel really overwhelmed to know that I actually want something and that my teacher believed in me from the first get-go. Thank you, Mr. Waits. I feel really proud of myself. Yeah.
I feel ecstatic. It's truly a blessing to be a part of this competition, moreover to win.
I feel good about the win because last year I entered and I was the judge's choice. This year I entered and I'm second place. So that shows growth from every year. So next year when I'm back, I'll be first place.
When I saw the theme, Jamaica's music, the stage for growth and development, I was really happy for that theme. I thought this was something that we could explore as a team, meaning myself and the students, and come up with something very powerful, very impactful, something that is will touch the nation.
Thank you very much. This has been the JIS Heritage Competition Awards.
I'm not known to be a blatherskite, so let me get right to it. A blatherskite is a person who constantly talks, usually about nothing important. Sometimes grandparents are referred to as blatherskites, as they always share stories of their youth with anyone who will listen. But do not use this as an excuse not to listen to Mama Merkel and Papa Freddy, as there is usually knowledge in the stories.
On the board this week, mark your calendars for the inaugural staging of the Jamaica Rum Festival from Friday, March 8th to Sunday, March 10, 2019 at Hope Gardens in St. Andrew. This exciting event is organized by the Jamaica Tourist Board and the Tourism Enhancement Fund in collaboration with Appleton Estate Jamaica Rum. Come enjoy 3 full days of workshops, sampling and entertainment as we celebrate Jamaica's cultural excellence in rum, food and music. On Friday, March 8, 2019, final year students in Food Service Management at the University of Technology will present Haitian Defile Carnival. It will be held at Lillian's Restaurant on the University campus at Hope Road in Kingston. The menu options are 3-course meals priced at $3,500 or 4-course meals for $4,500. There will also be live music and complimentary gifts. To make reservations, you can contact Deandra Calvert at 876-479-9693. Support the students as they satisfy your appetites with food, flair, and fun. Still on the topic of food, the Social Development Commission along with the Stony Hill Development Area Committee present Pumpkin Something. On Saturday, March 30, 2019, the Golden Spring Community Center comes alive from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. with live performances, cooking demonstration, and displays of pumpkin products. Come see presentations from RADA, AGCHEM, the Jamaica Agricultural Society, and many more. It promises to be educational and fun. And guess what? Admission is free. Closing out Reggae Month 2019 activities is the Jamaica Reggae Industry Association Honor Awards Ceremony. It will be held on Tuesday, March 5, 2019 at the Little Theatre in Kingston, starting at 7 p.m. Join us in celebrating those who have contributed to the growth and development of the reggae industry. Do you have something to share on our notice board? Give us a call at 876-922-8680 or email cthomas@jis.gov.jm or kferguson@jis.gov.jm.
Speeding through life and the traffic lights till somebody get hurt and the tears start cry. Save a life for the kids, for you and I, save kids' lives. Make the road safe whether day or night, for pedestrians, passengers, cars and bikes. Save a life for the kids, for you and I, save kids' lives.
Hey man, it's our job to keep the road them safe. Have to take care of the youth them so we know them safe. And obey the road code, don't race. No bother with the speeding case, make face. And check your light them and your tires and brakes. Riders and the pillions who left the helmet. I put on the cell phone, no send no text. No matter what color they on your plate.
When you're on the road, take your time. When you're on the road, bear this in mind. When you're on the road, you can save a life. When you're on the road, when you're on the road, I beg you please be safe. Wear your seatbelt to keep you safe, and make sure your helmet's in place when you're on the road.
Hey, follow me. Well, everybody drive good and walk good. Then teach the youth them how to cross good. I beg you obey the road signs, park good. And put the young ones in a car seats, all good. And everybody drive good and walk good. And we say young and old, I beg you cast good. Remember the dark clothes at night, that is not good. From you I use up the sidewalk, it's all good.
When you're on the road, take your time. When you're on the road, bear this in mind. When you're on the road, you can save a life. When you're on the road, when you're on the road, I beg you please be safe. Wear your seatbelt to keep you safe, and make sure your helmet's in place when you're on the road. When you're on the road, when you're on the road.
We've come to the end of the magazine for today. Be sure to catch this and other programs by logging on to our website, jis.gov.jm, or subscribing to our YouTube channel. Also find us on all social media platforms. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.